क्योंकि हम देख रहे हैं निचले स्तरों पर रुपए में ट्रेड्स नजर आ रहे हैं। रिकॉर्ड निचले स्तर पर रुपया पहुंचता हुआ $1 के मुकाबले अगर दाम देखें 77 रुपये और 46 पैसे के पास जाते हुए देखने को मिले, जो कि एक बड़ा डाउनफॉल नजर आ रहा है। हमारे साथ जुड़ गए हैं मेक्लाई फाइनेंशियल के फाउंडर और सीईओ जमाल मेक्लाई। मिस्टर मेक्लाई, शुक्रिया आपका हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए और अपना समय देने के लिए। करेंसी की जहां हम बात करें, एक सडन मेजर डाउनफॉल रुपये में देखने को मिल रहा है। ऑफकोर्स अब तक अगर देखें काफ़ी सारे ट्रिगर्स डेटाज थे जो कि करेंसी पर्टिकुलरली आईएनआर को संभालते थे। फेड हॉकिशनेस कुछ हद तक हमने देखी जो कि कंटिन्यू होती हुई दिखी, ये भी एक फैक्टर रहा। रुपये ने अब तक 2022 में आउट परफॉर्म किया है ऑन वेरियस न्यूज़, लेकिन अब जो डाउनफॉल है इसे आप कैसे देख रहे हैं?
सर, मेरे ख्याल से जो कहानी है, the rupee, even long before this fall, right? RBI has been protecting the rupee, right? We have been losing reserves as the world crisis evolved, and RBI though was buying dollars and buying dollars and buying dollars to protect the rupee. अभी मेरे ख्याल से जब वो last week RBI ने out of order, out of off meeting surprise rate cut किया, to me that was a very loud signal. क्योंकि ये क्यों किया? I mean, 1 month before उन्होंने बोला inflation was fine. Suddenly they raised rates by 0.5%, 0.4%. क्योंकि वही दिन शाम को Fed was going to raise rates. So if US interest rates go up, naturally rupee falls. So मेरे ख्याल से there was a lot of pressure on the intervention. मतलब, they can't spend all their money. So that was a clear sign to me last week. I even wrote an article that I think rupee is now going to fall. Now where it goes, मैंने लिखा 80, but who knows? It may not go to 80, it may go beyond 80. But it really depends on really दुनिया में जो तकलीफें हैं, primarily the war, Putin's war, और उसके ऊपर, I mean, the impact on commodity prices, on everybody's mindset. I mean, we are now in a bearish mode. You look at equity markets everywhere. They have been rising and rising and rising. Now, nobody really knows how high US interests are जाने वाले हैं. मेरे ख्याल से, I have been saying this for more than a year, right? That the Fed is wrong. The Fed has been saying inflation is transient. Inflation is strong and it keeps getting worse. So US rates, if they keep going up, right? I mean, there will be all the asset prices that have gone so high, they've already come crashing down. I think they will go further, right? They will go further down, equity prices. So usme obviously money will be going out of India, and RBI, there's a limit to how much they can protect. So मेरे ख्याल से pressure will remain on the rupee.
ऑलराइट, बिल्कुल। गुड आफ्टरनून मिस्टर जमाल। तो प्रेशर यहाँ रहेगा रुपये पे, लेकिन अगर इस स्लाइड के पीछे के कई सारे कारण आपने बताए भी, लेकिन अब बड़ा कंसर्न है, ये तो सबसे लोएस्ट लेवल है रुपये का सो फार। आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या कोई आरबीआई इसमें स्टेप्स ले सकता है टू स्टेम द फॉल?
I mean, if you look at the situation, what can come? See, the main force, there's only two forces. Why, what do you want? You want the supply of dollars to increase. वो कहाँ से आने वाले? Right? RBI has been putting a lot of its dollars in, right? They will continue. But basically, if you see our fundamentals also, our trade exports are doing well, but trade deficit is getting higher. And again, the key right now, it is not just about supply and demand, it is about sentiment. Everyone feels कि बाबा दुनिया तकलीफ में है, let me stay close to home. Let me not fool around outside. So मेरे ख्याल से the pressure is going to remain on the rupee. And it's hard to say. It's hard to say, of course. It's a market. Anything can happen. But I don't see what can stop the pressure tomorrow, day after, next week. Maybe by next month, something could come.
You're right, Mr. Mecklai.
It could also be there will be a relief. Okay, let's take a break. But I don't know.
करेक्ट, you're right, Mr. Meklai. Of course, sentiment hurt होते हुए दिखे हैं. Inflation is another bigger reason. लेकिन साथ साथ संस्थागत निवेशकों के जो लगातार बिकवाली के ट्रेंड हैं, दोनों चीज़ों पर आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? Because this is 7th straight month जहाँ पर FIIs की सेलिंग हम देख रहे हैं, इससे भी करेंसी को काफ़ी हद तक अफेक्ट होता हुआ दिखा है.
See, आप देखो तो we have lost by now. We must have lost FIIs are selling, and about $50 billion, the reserves have come down. Now, the last time there was this kind of trauma, right? It was in 2008 crisis. At that time, also, I think about 50, 60, $70 billion went out. But at that time, that was 20% of our total reserves. And the rupee then fell from 42 to 50, it fell by 20%. Okay. Now, this time, the reserves have lost about 8, 9, maybe 10%. So it's not as bad as the last time. So I don't think that we will have as bad an asar right now, right? But still, I mean, we are just in the start of what you would call a sort of trauma. It's hard to say how much longer it will go on.
बिल्कुल, तो जिस तरह से एफआई सेलिंग कर रहे हैं वो एक बड़ा रीज़न है कि रुपए में हम लगातार एक दबाव देख रहे थे और आज तो लोएस्ट लेवल को टच किया है रुपए ने। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मिस्टर मेक्लाई, मिस्टर जमाल मेक्लाई हमसे बात कर रहे थे, इस पर व्यू अपना शेयर कर रहे थे। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।